Pose. A new report details the Trump team's plans to test a radical legal theory which claims the president can unilaterally slash federal funding and fire civil servants by circumventing Congress's constitutional authority to appropriate federal dollars. Joining me now is the writer of that report, ProPublica reporter Molly Redden. Molly, welcome. Let's get into this because it's a big deal. This plan that Trump and his advisors intend to harness and drastically cut the federal budget, it is known as impoundment. Explain what's behind this theory and how the Trump administration could use it to override a law forbidding presidents from blocking spending Congress approves.
This theory essentially holds that Congress can never tell the president to spend money. They can only give him the option. And then he has the unilateral ability to say no if it's a program that he doesn't like. So this would be just a really seismic shift, what he's arguing, that Congress has no power of the purse. They only have the ability to write a check and the president can cash it if he feels that the money isn't wasteful. So you might see this come up with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy's Department of Governmental Efficiency. That might be one method that they test to try to cut, $2 trillion from the federal budget.
In fact, yeah, and I'm going to get to those details in a second. But if Trump tries to use this to control the federal purse, that is almost certainly going to create a clash between the administration and Congress and federal courts. What could that look like? I mean, could this take away Congress's fundamental power?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this would be this would be really out there, and it would require probably an act of Congress to overturn its power of the purse, to sort of give up its own ability to have a say in how we appropriate federal money. So they would need to repeal a Nixon-era law. It would probably also go to the Supreme Court. And so there's no guarantee that Trump can do this. He and his team seem really eager to test it, but it would require the cooperation of Congress to sort of tie their own hands and take away a lot of their own power.
But the Doge duo that you talked about earlier, Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, they say that the Supreme Court will likely side with Trump, giving him power to do exactly this. What programs do they plan on cutting? And can you explain how they would, in their words, do things differently, reducing federal bureaucracy?
And this is just one method that they're talking about, but I think you could expect to see them test this as a weapon against a lot of regulations that they don't like, particularly during the campaign. This came up as a way to get around environmental regulations, clean water protections. So I think that could be one area where you see them test this. And yeah, I mean, they say that they believe the Supreme Court would side with them. I think, they want to be salesmen on this, and of course they're going to say that. But at the very least, they seem game to test this really out there legal theory.
Yeah. And again, it is called impoundment. It is something we all may become more familiar with very soon.